The fact of the matter is that black men will lead us out of darkness. And we have a woman that needs to yield to us because we have to reestablish the family structure. And if we're talking about race, race has a number of features. I wanted to ask Pearl, like, can you define what a white person is with like 3 items? As a black racial group, we have to figure out, number one, who's the leader? Is it the man? Is it the woman? Or are we equal? I say the man. Secondly, we have to figure out, well, what is it to be black? Tightly coiled hair, skin darker than a certain complexion, and when you smile, you still have an upper lip. 3 basics for you on what it is to be black. If you ain't got that, you ain't black. Now, the question is, if we really respect ourselves as black people, do we allow our women to emulate white women? Do we allow them to emulate the racial features? And then do we create false narratives and say, oh, well, some black people are blonde. Look at the people in Melanesia. It's like, what percentage of black people is that? It's minuscule. Why do we actually not love ourselves? And the last piece is we have to tell the truth. One of the things that disappointed me when Pearl was here, of course, she was talking a lot of nonsense and hyperbole, but when she identified true statistics about black people being convicted of crimes, now granted, white people may have done the same thing and just not been convicted, not been arrested, or not receive the same amount of time. It's true. But what we can't do is lie and say, oh, we don't commit crimes. Yes, we do. And we have a lot of things that are broken in the culture and they need to be addressed. Then the other thing we have to mention is we actually need ideology. You have people like Dr. Umar Johnson, who great speaker, but terrible with ideology. Much of what he speaks to, he got from Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu. Now, he says things that don't make any sense. I'll give you an example. When he says, black men, stay with the black woman. I agree. That's number one. That's great. We should do that. But then he says, don't ever be with a snow bunny. I'm like, no, actually, if you think about in times of war, you need numbers. Our numbers have been devastated, especially with the abortion. Especially with black women not birthing all of our kids. So if you have a black male who has intercourse with a white woman, she's unlikely to then have kids by a white man. So not only have you increased our population, you've also stopped their population, if in fact you find that you're at war. So we don't actually have a battle plan, and we're dealing with people who do have a battle plan. For example, you always hear the whites. There's even one white guy who goes around on TikTok like, hey, talking to white girls, hey, do you guys sleep with other people outside of your race? He's talking about black men. They're obsessed with us. Why? Because of genetic annihilation. So why are they taking precautions to stop their genetic annihilation, and we're not taking precautions to expand our population and to recover our families? We don't have ideology. And we also think that we're black when really we're not black.